Hey, beautiful soul tribe, welcome back to Mystical Wolf. If you perhaps are a Scorpio Sagittarius, you've probably been feeling this shift in the air like it's July, and wow, okay, whoa, it's really got that energy where like Venus is danced into Gemini, Uranus is shaking things up in perhaps your communication zone. Neptune is still spinning a retrograde, stirring those deep dreams, intuition, and plus, that fresh, we fresh from that, also that powerful Capricorn moon that showed up what is real. And Mercury just turned retrograde in Leo, inviting you to slow down, rethink what really lights up your fire. This week is all about balancing that fire, fierce, fiery passion and grounded focus. And it's that kind of energy that only a Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp that can master. And let's not forget about that new moon that will be also happening on the 24th in Leo. All right. Oh, great. Let's just get at the middle. Oh, wow. Discernment. Not all is what it seems. Stay true to your knowing. Keep your dreams a secret. Well, that card kind of speaks for itself, all right? How is it showing up in your life? And you're probably also feeling that push and pull between exploring new horizons and perhaps digging deep into your soul's truth, right? You're exactly where you need to be. That's what Spirit's saying. So let's get some cards out to go with this discernment here and see what Spirit wants to know for the rest of July. Do go ahead and hit that love button. I would really, really, truly appreciate it. So we're opening up with the Hierophant. We do have the Nine of Pentacles, and we have the Moon. So the Hierophant is normally like the God card, the spiritual card, the learning higher knowledge, all right? But here's also that independence energy. And here's the Moon, which is like Cancer, Pisces energy. It could be intuition, it could be something that is hidden, that's unknown. But let's dive in. Perhaps you're starting something. And with that, you're starting something, you diving into having some independence. Okay, but here's justice. Okay, karmic balance. Here's definitely clarity that's coming through. And here's the King of Cups, your water energy. But let's dive into the discernment card, right? I mean, this is your opening message. How does it show up in your life? Did you leave me a comment? What is your intuition telling you about this card? But what I'm getting is honestly that it's such a powerful nudge right now, right? Because Spirit's like coming through. Just because something looks shiny, it doesn't mean it necessarily has to be for you, all right? Perhaps this last stretch of July is really about slowing down and feeling into what is true, what's yours, and what is noise. I mean, we're having all these retrogrades, especially let's talk about Mercury retrograde right now. And that means information, communication, even plans might perhaps feel all tangled and a bit of confusion there. But whatever is happening it's not meant to punish you. It's here to help you to perhaps pause, to reflect, and perhaps to tune in. But diving deeper into the cards, here we have the Hierophant clarified by justice, okay? And this combo is actually very spiritual. It's like you perhaps being asked to check in with your soul's values. The Hierophant is, again, this tradition, it's a structure, right? Spirituality around that area, perhaps. Some say it's the God card. And what you've been taught. Justice is clarity, it's fairness, is balance. So what I'm getting here perhaps is some of you may be at crossroads between doing things the way you've always done them, or perhaps breaking free. Maybe there's some pressure from family. Maybe it's regarding a system, or maybe it's an old version of you that says, this is how it's supposed to go. But Spirit's like, is it aligned? Is it just, is it true? Right? You're not here to follow every rule blindly, right? I feel like you are here to live life integrity of your own truth. Or perhaps, let's look at another scenario here, is this could be about a decision around contracts, legal matters, because the Hierophant can also be around that with the Justice card regarding long-term commitments. Maybe something serious that requires maybe your full discernment. Perhaps someone is asking you to say yes to something now. But wait, think it through, right? Perhaps it's about not letting guilt or old programming make your choices for you. Looking at the Nine of Pentacles clarified by the Ace of Swords, right? Now, this energy is really that independence energy, that boss mode, all right? Picking the fruits from the tree that you've grown. Nine of Pentacles, right? You've been working hard, you've grown, and now it's time to stand in your worth. I mean, the Ace of Swords, this is truth, clarity, breakthrough. So perhaps this is like a moment you realizing that you don't need to prove anything to anyone. Perhaps you're stepping into your own light, especially after that Capricorn full moon. I feel that Capricorn full moon was very important for a lot of the collective that happened on the 10th, which perhaps eliminated your values and your boundaries. And you don't have to wait for permission to rise. You've earned your peace. You've earned your power. Perhaps you may receive a truth or a realization, something that's clicking, a conversation, or maybe it's your inner knowing that finally gives you that green light to move forward in a more empowered way. Maybe it might just feel sudden, all right? But whatever is happening, it's clearing the fog. I don't know why that came out weird. But clearing out the fog, there I went again, the fog. So you can see clearly, think clearly. Let's talk about this moon. And it's two water energies coming through. I mean, you are a Scorpio Sag Cusp. This is coming through like as an emotional, psychic, but deep energy. The moon brings a bit of confusion, maybe hidden fears, illusions, but the King of Cups, he's steady, he's calm in the storm. Perhaps some of you are navigating some deep emotional healing right now, maybe regarding old patterns around trust, love, or emotional valuability. And I mean, even with Neptune now in retrograde, right? It could be like stirring the subconscious. But I mean, there is good news here because you emotionally are stronger than you've ever been. Spirit's like reminding you not to run from your feelings, to sit with them. Because your intuition is trying to show you something that perhaps you have buried deep in. The other, what I'm getting here is maybe some of you around you, maybe a type of King of Cups sort of person, maybe like picking up like a Cancer, Pisces energy here, who is loving but private. So perhaps this person may offer support, but you might perhaps be questioning their motive. But Spirit's like, you need to trust your gut, but also not to jump to conclusions. But also, don't ignore the red flags. I'm seeing red here. And the moon says, feel first, speak after. And I mean, we are having that new moon in Leo coming up. It's going to be a perfect time for you to set new intentions regarding something that you want. But let's dive in and get the final message here. A lot of orange is coming through. 29s could be significant. I'm seeing double 11s. It could really be significant. Triple ones could be significant. 5s, 9, double 9s could be significant. Let me know what synchronicities have been showing up in your life. But now, giraffe spirit, see the bigger picture. This is actually quite perfect to end this, close this energy, right? Because spirit's like saying, zoom out. Don't get lost in the monetary fog, all right? Between Mercury retrograde, Neptune's illusions, and that upcoming new moon in Leo on the 24th, everything might really feel extra tense at this time. But giraffe spirit's coming through to say, like, hey, you have a higher perspective now. Trust what you've learnt and trust your growth. There's also no need to rush. The path is forming beneath your feet as you walk on your path. So wow, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Cusps, let me know how this is showing up in your life. Did it provide you with any sort of clarity, help you with anything? Did it resonate? And perhaps you can put a giraffe emoji in the comments with a fire emoji together, that you are claiming your power with clarity and heart. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. If you haven't yet subscribed, it really does help this tribe grow, and perhaps you can become part of this soul tribe where we in this world ride together, we walking this new path with wisdom and a little bit of fire here. And I'm sending you love and light, and I love reading comments, and I'll see you in the next one.